There is nothing about it. That's better. You get the cup. Big up, David. I got your message today. I got your comment today. I hope you're doing okay. You know, it's hard from afar when you want to help people. You know, I wish I could take the pain away, as they say. But I appreciate your kind words. You know, and maybe it's a sign. I decided to just do a live and have a cup of tea, and you're one of the first to pop in, so that's what it's here for. Just have a little chat. Just waiting on the kettle to boil. I think it is boiled, hold on. Yep. I'm gonna make a nice cup of tea now. Excuse me. Exactly, we go again, David, exactly. I've had a bad, when I say bad, I'm talking about up here. Other people, we all have it differently, at different stages. Sometimes we have it physically bad, but mentally we're okay. I didn't have it bad. I had a house, I had some food, I had a girlfriend. But up here I had a bad 7 days. I'm just going to make some tea. But you're right, one day at a time. And the people who belittle us and put us down for living like that, they're not our friends. The people that are our friends realise some people are different. Some people we just need time and patience. Big up everybody. I'm making a nice cup of tea here, and we're going to roll up a Bob Marley, and we're going to have a little chin wag for an hour. Oh baby, how are you, Julie? Big up, Julie. You always make me smile tonight. That's the aura you have. If I'm to give you a compliment, I've just got the baby to sleep. I call her a baby. She's 5 years of age. That's why I'm talking a bit low. She's just gone to sleep, so she's 5. So I had her out the back playing with our sand pit and all that. If I was to give you a compliment, you always make me smile. You know, when you come on, you have such a friendly face. Now that I've put a face to the name, you know, all the kind words, all the kind comments. So yeah, thanks for being here, Julie. Jade's upstairs in bed. She's not feeling too good. Stomach wise, so it's just me. You have a good aura. Yeah, well, I call it aura is like a good vibration. Like you put off a good vibration, like a good vibe, a positive vibe, you know. Yes. I hope someday someone says that to me. But you know, it's nice to give other people compliments. They always seem to do it to me. People are kind to me, so I just want to be kind as well, you know. I'm no better than anyone else, you know. So that's why I decided to go live and just have a little chat, guys, on a Monday. I've been putting it off for a while. No particular reason. Just not been in the mood to go live, and I suppose let your feelings out, let your emotions out, you know. Yes, yeah. Absolutely, Julie. Don't take me up wrong on that. I just meant you make me smile when I see your comments on other people's page, and they're always kind comments. And I just think it's great. If we had more people like you in the world, it'd be a great place. Well, kettle's boiled here. I got one of the whistling ones. I miss me peach tea. I used to drink a lot of lemon tea and peach tea, especially when it was hot. Looking at the weather now, it looks like fucking October. I'll show you. Well, it was grey all day, thunderstorms and fucking. Now it's a bit bright, but you wouldn't think it's June, would you? No, it's literally June. You know. So this is why I have this here, look. Pepto-Bismol. Me missus was in bits with her stomach, or acid. Do you know how much it was for that? For that little bottle? £9. £9. Bastards. And I'm just putting some boiling water down the sink. It's a little bit blocked, so. Works a trick. Yes, yeah. It's good to see. That's you, Julie. Yeah, absolutely. It's just so nice to put faces to names, or faces to the names, you know. It's so nice, you know. And to know who you're speaking to or something, you know what I mean? Bit of bleach down there. Bit of bleach, let that soak. Now, yes, I hope everyone's alright. That's the one, Julie. Yeah. Yeah, I think you go on to Robert's chat, and I might have seen you in David's recovery. I might have seen you in a couple, you know, and you're always trying to give people kind words. So I just want you to feel that too. I'm going to roll up a deal here. Sorry if you can't hear me. Sorry if I'm boring you. I haven't been up to much lately. Is he being silly? I haven't forgot about you. Sometimes you just have to take things slowly. To make a new cup of tea. To make a new cup of tea. The milk is gonna be. It's probably why Jade's not feeling well, because the milk is gone shitty. Shouldn't though. Oh well. Hey Sammy! Hey yo, Bubba! Hey yo, Sammy! Can't be eating shit milk, can we, Sam? Sammy's just come in the door, boys. Hey yo, Bubba. Oh shit, do the way around. Sorry. Hello, matey. Did you have a good day out? You happy to be home? You alright? He's a good boy. You're a good boy, you are. Yeah, so the kettle's boiling there, guys. How you mean it? Now, I need to fill my vaporizer. Hey Sammy, here's some food for you. Here's some food. Here goes Sam. You're a good boy. I'm gonna feed you. Here you go. Oh, Sammy, don't walk away. Just put it in the. It smells nice. Mmm. Yeah. Good boy, eat your dinner. Yeah, don't just look at it. Yeah. Oh. Here's some biscuits. Good boy. Oh, what the fuck is that? Oh, come again. No, please. Right, let me just sweep that up quick. Quickly sweep this up, Sammy. Now, that's better. Now, Alexa, play some relaxing jazz music.
Here's a station for you.
Good.
Relaxing jazz, free on Amazon.
Let's listen to a little bit of jazz. Exactly, Julie. Yeah, we are friendly. Exactly. We would like to think so. Sometimes I shout down the phone to you, and I might be having a little drink, and I'm all eccentric. And sometimes I just like to take it real chill like this. You know? I haven't watched any good movies lately. Like, I have no news for you. Busy with the kids. I don't mind that. Like, I'm trying a little bit extra to be a better stepdad. Read an extra book. Go to the park before bed. Go to the shop on a little milk run or lollipop run to get her out of the house. Spend more time teaching her the rules of the road and the rules of privacy and all of that with the toilet, and you know what I mean. I'm not looking for flowers around. I'm just saying that's generally speaking. I made a decision a couple of weeks back when I was speaking with my guitar instructor, who also has children himself, and I said I just want to take that second step, maybe not the first step, the second step of dedicating extra time. So that's why I haven't been on as much. Yeah, big up. Just chilling in here, Mina. Chilling. Thank you very much, Julie. Thank you very. It's what most people would want. I'm not for everybody, and not everybody's for me. You know. Alexa, I said some smooth jazz.
The playlist, relaxing smooth jazz, free on Amazon Music.
Hey Nala. And yous all give me a great confidence boost on a human level. Not just as, oh, I like your video and all that, like, on a human level. We all have better things to be doing than wasting our time watching people we don't like. So if there's people in here listening, it gives me a bit of confidence that I'm alright. People can bear me. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes half the battle is if we can bear ourselves, never mind other people. You know? Yeah, it's, I know. I said it was playing mad. Just something in the background, you know. I got Sammy eating his dinner here, look. Good boy. Off he goes. Mr. Quackers, how are you doing? I hope you're all having a nice relaxed Monday. Got some medical stuff here we're rolling up. With a nice cup of tea. A little fresh milk. Because the last milk went sour. Didn't realise until I had poured the tea though. Poured the milk. Thank you very much, Sana. Peace be upon you too, brother. Thanks for saying that. Thanks for popping in. I'm just about to smoke some medical marijuana and relax, have a conversation. Very noisy kettle, I know that. It's the devil's lettuce, yes. But it's medical, Julie. I have a medical... I actually have some oil on the way as well. It should be here by Friday. Excuse me. Oh yeah, that's maybe why you were sick, Bubs. How are you doing, Dad and Lad? How are you doing, Dad and Lad? Big up, my friend. Jesus, oh well, I'd hope so. What's he getting? Did you just get a spider, Sammy? It's only got a fly, no way. Me and Jesus get along famously. Otherwise I wouldn't be here. Yeah, the milk went off, Bubs, I think. Yeah, it wasn't clumpy in it, but when I poured it in, it was not the same, so. Got some fresh milk there. That's my future wife in the chat there, everybody. Thank you to Julie. Do you know what, Julie? I have all my life, all my adult life, but you know, there's a wide range of people out there now that are using it, availing of it, and it's just nice to be part of that as well. Right, let's get rolling here. Let's just chill out and relax. That's the other half, yeah, that we'll get out about me in Heart's Notice, no problem. Let me just turn this off for 1 second, guys. Just 1 second. Back to you 1 second, I'm still here, guys. Just 1 second. I didn't mean to hide from you, I've got. Got some devil's lettuce here. 22% THC, medical cannabis flower. Stick it in the ground there. Doink. No fucking around. Try not to put as much in anymore. You know. It is very hard for someone like me who does love a joint. But I have to put a little bit less in. Because at the end of the day I'm not Snoop Dogg. And I ain't got his bankroll. So, and the sad thing about that is it means you have to stick more tobacco in, which is really bad, really bad. You're not supposed to smoke tobacco with your medical cannabis. If anyone's in there chilling or who's interested, you're not supposed to smoke it. Well, highly unrecommended. You're supposed to vape it. you know. But people have been doing it for thousands of years. Who am I to knock it? Who am I to say that it's not good? It's for no one to say. Medication is medication. There's me kettle. If someone was having an epileptic shock and you had the medication, you wouldn't give out about what way you administered it, would you? You just fucking administer it. Get old. I have. When I use these guys, I have this a very long time. Oh fuck. These little tiny things I put in my tea, so I use sugar half the time and then half the time this, just to try cut out the old heart attack stuff. It's an exciting day when you get to open the new milk. That's how you know when you've made it in life, when you have the option to open the new milk. That's when you've made it, guys. You might not have a lot in life, you might not have everything you want, but if you have 2 different types of milk to choose from, you're not doing that bad. And go ask the people in Honduras or Ecuador or Venezuela. These places, they chop your hand off for a fucking 2 litre of milk. It's like this. This one actually has extra vitamins in it. Let the tea bag sit in there for a minute. Anyone knows me well knows I don't like to rush my tea. How are you doing, Hoax? DJ, how are you doing? Good to see you all in here. I hope you're just taking it easy, relaxing. Because I am. Some weeks start off horrible and some weeks start off alright. This week has started off alright. I threw that little extra bit in. See, that's great. There was enough for the doobie, but that's great because I took that out too. Alright. I forget how to do it, honestly. There's a way to stick it in your grinder that you don't get it all jammed. I know to forget. Even though I've been smoking 20 years, I forget which way you have to stick it in the grinder. Big up Joe! Or John Dillon, is that John? Big up John Dilla, we would call you back in the day. Yeah, there we go, nice. I hope he's that.
Did you know there's a collar that protects you?
That's for one spliff, John.
For 7 to 8 months. With the Seresto flea
Absolutely, yes, yes DJ, do. That was only one dude, John, that was a tiny bit. No, honestly, like, I used to put a shocking amount in, and that's not a big man thing, I'm just saying, when you've got it there, putting grams, gram and a halves and all in. That stuff is actually quite heavy, it's quite dense, but the vaporizer I'm using a little bit more, I'm saving a bit of money. There's actually still something still in it.
Real ground coffee in a fat-free bag.
Good to see you all in here. Good to see you, Mina. DJ, I see you in there.
Taylor's coffee bags. Weather's hot water. It's great coffee.
I'm just not in a rush today.
Tesco stores, subject to other
I should, well, I can't now. It's in the weed. Oh, it's in the tobacco. But I'm liking me vape now. I'm not gonna lie. I took my vape out the other day to that gig, and I was vaping it, you know. And the truth is, if you weren't a smoker and you bought that vaporizer and used it for your weed, you'd love it. It's only because it's a bad habit to break the smoking, you know. But the vaporizer is fine. You stick 0.2, 0.3 in that, give it your 15-minute session, and you're high. You are medicated, like. But you still have to give this. I sparked a fag with it the other day. Mean it is all the way in India. John, be nice. Now, I hope you know there's no reason why I should have this jumper on. It's 20 degrees out there. It was wet, but it's summer, like, there's no reason I should have this on. Sweating. This is what gets the video blocked, when you're rolling the joint. It's like, yes, I showed someone how to wash up crack cocaine. No, showed someone how to roll a fucking ciggy. A Bob Marley, mate. There's people who are 7 years of age who know how to do it. Got a bit of soul on it. My guitar instructor actually, guys, was yeah, he was actually brought to hospital the other night. That's why I haven't had a lesson this week. He texted me, he says, look, I'll have to cancel it. He says, they found a clot in my jugular. Now, he wouldn't lie about that. He was like, I felt dizzy in the middle of the night. He was an ex-policeman, and he said found a massive clot in his jugular vein, or whatever. I was like, mate, relax about the lesson, like, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter, like. By the way, I've never been the best roller, decent, but not. Now, so we might have a nice old chat now while we're outside. I paid extra, DJ. Shit, what? I haven't had a smoke since I've been at my missus. I remember you said you were somewhere. I thought you went back. I thought you couldn't smoke where you were. And now you were back again. But I ordered some oil, guys. It was Super Bubba Kush. 80 quid for 10 mil. The other one was 30 quid for 30 mil. So this one better be fucking good, I tell you. 10 mil, I'm used to taking 3 mil. I can't have this stuff, I'll be off my head. I hope so. Right, let's go. Let's have a good chat outside now with my friends and colleagues and associates. Sorry. Alexa, power up. Now. Outside, but she just keeps moaning about the smell, doesn't her head, and so don't bother. Oh, DJ. Oh, please get a vaporizer. Please. Oh, even as a stoner. And maybe you're older than me, maybe you've been around the block before me. But I'm telling you now, even my little vaporizer, I love a joint. But, you know, the smell is cut down by 80%. Maybe your missus hates smoking, that's the thing. You know, even if it was a cigarette, she'd be like, I don't like that. You'd be like, oh, come on. You coming, Ted? You want to come out? Okay. Okay, Ted, don't have to if you don't want to. This is my garden. Oh, I myself. This is my little garden here, look. Pool. Was a pool. Then the sky was literally not like that for the last 4 days. It was literally grey. Got my little chill out area, my little lounger chairs, got a little pile of poo, and I've got another pile of poo there, and then we've got my little area, and then the little one was out there playing with the sand earlier. Big up, Dave. How are you, Dave? It's good to see you. I've been here since Friday. Well, what I suggest to you is, right, and I know DJ said that, I suggest that you start going walking. Just start going walking. I know it's shit, but it's better than nothing. Go and walk and say, I can't come back for 45 minutes because you say you complain about the smell. Because I wouldn't go out. That's what I like about my missus. She doesn't want me to go out without it. She's like, go have your smoke and come back. You know? Good to see you, David. Nice one for coming in. We're in the doobie then. I'm feeling a bit chatty today, so look, we're back in the office. Excuse me. I hope you're well, David. I've seen your camping little journey, or well, your van. I was watching you the other night while you were chilling watching a movie. I wish I had a licence and I could drive places. I only drive people insane. Drive people to the edge. Drive people up the wall. Drive people to, you know yourself. I did have a car licence before. My licence went out of date in 2009. Yeah, I understand, DJ. I do. Believe me, I do. Jade is the only girl friend that I was with that doesn't care. She doesn't even smoke cigarettes. And she doesn't mind it. She said it's literally not that bad. Like, I don't give a shit. You're just going to have to find a middle ground. That's what you're going to have to find. Monkey Harris, good to see you. And B, good to see you all popping in tonight, guys. I just want to tell you all, if anyone's ever thought there was something wrong when I say I haven't been on for a week, there's been nothing wrong. Same old life that I live, the great life I live. But just had a little bit of stuck in the mud in the head, you know. That's rolled it too tight again. It's a tiny little bit damp, I think, this stuff. So yeah, you know, I don't want to bore you, that's the thing. And then other people say, he's always saying that, you know. But it's the truth. I've been out here gaming, that's what I've been doing, guys. Actually just having a little game now. I'm 37 years of age. Someone will say, oh, what are you doing at gaming? I probably gamed for 2 hours for it, the first time in 12 months. You know what I mean? Fucking hell. I'd rather pick up a controller than a crack pipe. But that's what I've been doing. And I was on the radio, guys. If any of you like the radio, I was on the radio the last few days. Monkey Harris, I'm on the same. I think it's birthday cake. I know, like, it's people might think I'm talking shit, but it's off the fella around the corner. I have my medical oil on the way, but he says it's birthday cake. I just play zombies, DJ. That's all I play is the zombies. You know what I mean? I like it. Look down at your phone and you've been playing for 40 minutes, like. My guitar's fucked. I had it on the wrong tuner. You can tune a banjo, a violin, and this guitar with that tuner. I had it on the wrong one, so now my guitar's all fucked up. Here's my vape here, look. Here's my vape here. I had it out the other night. I can turn it on right now, but I haven't filled it. I haven't filled up yet, look. Torch that stuff, look. You can still smoke it and all of them. That's what you do, look. Still a bit of greenery. Stick it in there. Press the on button. And then set your temperature. It's on 190. And then that'll heat up now any minute. You'll hear the beep. The little one has had a few play dates. You know, this is all new to me. you know, she got invited and, you know, happened to drop her there and collect her and be there on time and talk to the parents. So it's all new to me, you know. So I'm trying to get my kid into after school activities. Didn't know it was such a big deal to pick one. There's football, there's disco bunnies, there's, see, that's at 190 now, look. There's all these sorts of things, and I want her to do after school activities. So that's where we kind of switched it up a little bit, you know, and just thought, am I a dad or am I not? So just that, I'm not looking for flowers. I'm not the best dad in the world. I don't work the hardest, but I'm trying to make an executive decision to try a little bit more, make decisions. This one is an Airizer 2 Solo Max. It was 110. That's the same thing that goes into the bong, you know. Just have to put a different adapter in it. Take a whack out of it now. Have to heat it up, hold on. Have to heat it up. Don't have to, I just choose to. Daddy wants big clouds. A little bit there. You do get sick clouds after a few minutes of puffing on it. And especially if you turn it up, it goes up to 200. And if you turn it upside down, it turns automatically around. So you can see which way, like, it's pretty good. It's not bad, DJ. Now, that's old ganja I had in since yesterday. It's not bad. It's a new one for me. You know when you get Cali, like proper Cali, you pay that extra bit of money. And even if you put 0.5 of that into a joint with tobacco, you be like, oh, that tastes lovely. Oh, that tastes nice. It's just different. I've put a few different flavours in this. I've put Stardog, I've put medical stuff, permanent fumes, all that. And all going to taste the same. Like, you know what I mean? I'm still fucking learning to like it. But it's a lot more discreet than this when you're out with the kids. You know, you're just sitting there. You know what I mean? See, watch, there is smoke over it. Vapour. See, you can't see that. I've got loads of vapour there. Not bad. I'd invest in it. I'd have a look, right? The website I got it on was Herbalize, the herbalizestore.co.uk with a H, Herbalize store. There's so much choice. Me and you could talk till next Christmas. There's so many different options. That's the one I went with because there was 40% off or something like that. Especially with this colour. No one wanted this colour. I went with blue. Blue for Dublin, man. Even though it's kind of not blue. So, so yeah, and here I attach it to my bong, you know that. Might even do a bong in a little while. But you have a different adapter for it. There's a different adapter for it. And this as well, look guys. This is a Mighty Medic. A lot of people swear by them. They say they're the most convenient, best vaporizers around. I hate that shit a little bit. Maybe it's the crackhead in me. I like a big glass. I like that. Someone would say, oh, I wish it was smaller. I don't. I like the same size of it. I like it. It's different. But this one, look, there's the, you stick your flower in there, stick this top on. And this was not cheap. This was 200 quid. This wasn't made in China, made in Germany. So people are, the medical cannabis is there to be all vaped in all sorts of ways. I'm still doing this. And you know what? Fuck it. Because I've only had this on my tour today. Going back 6 months ago, I was having 8 or 9 joints a day. Smoking maybe a Q a day. Easy. Anyone can. Stupidity. Unless you can afford it. Guitar is fucked. Not fucked, but it will take ages to tune it in. But honestly, DJ, I'm not messing here. I would recommend something like this. There's a girl on Instagram now. When you make an Instagram, make a fake one. Don't be too paranoid. Do you know what I mean? Just make a little fake one, had me on it, and she was doing bowls with the voice like this, and I thought, hold on a minute, I want to be like that. I want a cleaner, quicker, more convenient high, especially with a family. And the truth is, it is. You can set this for a 2-minute timer, a 4-minute, an 8-minute, or a 15-minute, right? Now, when it goes off after the 15 minutes and you want to continue, you just press the button. But I like it, because when I come out here for 15 minutes, it's a third of the time it takes to roll and smoke a joint. So automatically I'm saving time, I'm getting that nice whack and that high, and I'm saving money. So it is good. It really is. I had a fucking pick. I did have a pick somewhere. But the guitar is completely rot. It's completely fucked. Waiting to hear it. Like, I just have to tune it, but it takes a while. Fucking. I don't want to particularly do it right now, but. Because if it's not on the right setting, I don't know how to do it. Hold on. It has to be on. It has to be on that. It's like literally not going to be able to do it. It's on A, like. I need it to be on fucking E. What's it doing on A, like? I need E. Stresses me out. Stresses me out big time. Because I liked my fucking guitar. I liked it. It needed to be an A, you fucking cunt. Or an E. An E. That's a B. Anyway, I'll do it later. Boys. When I've got me joint in me. It's one of them I need to start right from the beginning again, and it's very frustrating. I'll tell you right now. It's F.1139. F full stop 1139. Swear to God. Anyone else who's in there, I hope you're alright, doesn't matter who you are. One day at a time. Got the TV there to stick stuff on, but it's no point. Well, if you get me, no problem. I'll add you now in a minute when it comes up. While I'm live, I won't be able to, but you can trust me. We can chat about things. You can video call me. You can send me a voice note, whatever. Sometimes I don't answer the phone. I didn't even answer the phone to my own mother for about a week. She kept video and calling me, and I was like, I don't want to be on video. I don't want to be on video. Do you know what I mean? My mom's very old school, you know. Very old school, like she'll say. Her opinion might be, grow a pair of balls. I'm in work and I'm 62 years of age. I ain't got time to have a mental breakdown. Who am I to say she's wrong? But that's not my reality. My reality is different to yours. So, and I couldn't pick up the phone. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to talk to anybody. You know. 100% DJ, 100%. And anyone else in there, you know, I hope you have a good Monday. Have you had, look, this is still piping hot, look. The longer you give it on, the longer you have it on, the hotter the flower becomes. See, it is different to smoke, like. But what I've started to do with it is I've cut my smoking down to 50%. I have. Maybe 60, maybe 40%. I've cut it down because on 2 occasions throughout the day, instead of rolling up, even though I want one, I fill this up and I come out and I use it, I move on, and then whatever, and then I've saved a bit of money, I've saved a bit of flour, I've saved a bit of time, you know. So that's why I got it, and it's up to me. I'm getting married now in 4 months, guys. So need to watch me pennies. I'm not nervous about it at all. I'm excited about it. So when I say that, it's not because I'm nervous or anything like that, it's because I'm excited about it. Look at that. Rolled it too tight again. So yeah, I just hope yous are alright. That's all I can say. I haven't been live in a while. What else can I say? Hope people are doing well. Some people, they have to build bridges with family. Some people, they have to, it's their job they're slacking in, and that right now they're battling to keep their job or get a decent wage or whatever. Everyone's battling different things, you know. Oh mate, DJ, this is about the 5th time it's this weed. If I was to be fucking picky, it's the weed. Like, I left a couple of nugs out on my tray for the day, and it grinds up better and it smoked better. I think it. I don't want to get into technical terms. I don't think it was flushed properly, but I did roll it a bit thin at the bottom. Look. That's the World Cup is coming up. The reason why I mentioned that is because I am not a footballer. I didn't grow up around football. I had no uncles or dads that were into football, any of that. But the World Cup is coming up, and when I see other people getting into it, putting up flags, getting excited for games, then I also want to take part. We're only here once on this earth. Oh, it's a World Cup. Let's get into it. Come on, Japan. Come on, fucking Ecuador. Wherever. Everywhere. Ireland obviously not in it because we're shit. Yeah, that honestly, DJ, like, it wasn't bad. I was actually, for the first time, I was happy. Now, he kind of pissed me off with the price because I thought I was getting a deal, but I wasn't. I got 2 ounces for $3.30, but the thing is, they're $1.60 anyway. But he gave me an extra Q. He goes, I'll throw an extra Q in. So what? I paid an extra tenner for that Q. So realistically, he gave me about a tenner off, you prick. So, but there was not one grain of dust. Not one grain of dust. It was all big chunky nugs. And this grinder got jammed with it. It was a bit, and instead of getting pissed off, just left a few nugs out and it grinds up fine. So just needed that extra. I'd say a week maybe. Got a key of it or something. So yeah, this has been my little den now while I've been playing the game, guys. Sometimes the internet's so bad that I can't play, and I'll just sit here scrolling on my phone. But the last few nights I was able to get an hour and a half of gaming in, take my mind off things. Had an argument with 14-year-old last Sunday, not Sunday just gone, the Sunday before, and it was loud. It was not nice. He squared up to me, but then he started saying I squared up to him, and my missus had to break us up and all that. So it's been a bit of a tough week, emotionally, because that's the last thing you want to be doing inside closed doors is fighting, you know. But the words he said to me was, now I'm not getting into it, I don't want my missus to see this and say, oh, you haven't forgotten about it, I'm just giving you a rundown of my week. But the reason why it started was, he shouted down the stairs to me, mind your own business, when I was trying to tell him and his brother not to piss his little sister off or whatever. So something simple like that. But it came to head where he started crying, he got all angry, standing there with his top off or whatever, ready for a fight. I put my hands behind my back and was like, if you want to swing, take a swing. And my missus says that was a terrible thing to do because it's like you're egging him on. But my ideology behind that was, I knew I could get angry and loud but not hit. But if he hit me, then I could say, see, you're the one who's out of order, you can't control your temper. So, but believe me, it puts an upset in everyone's stomach. It's not nice to see a 14-year-old cry. It's not nice. It's not nice. And yeah, and I go into shutdown mode. Like, I'm waffling now, I'm talking to you, it's fine. But when I've got a heavy head, you don't want to talk to anyone, you don't answer the phone, you even go to sleep. You just say, fuck the day, I'm going to sleep this, I can't even think. You know, so, and here I am now, so we're all good now. Yeah, well, this was nice. I showed you a couple of nugs. It was 2 ounces, the exact same, just all chunky nugs. And you can just tell maybe an extra week. It would have been, you know, it's all good anyway. What else? What else is coming up? What else? It's good to see you in here chatting, DJ. Sometimes, as I said to you, I'd love to be a fly on the wall to other people just in that moment and go, I wonder what they're doing. Are they sitting on the sofa in parents' houses? Are they their other halves upstairs if they live by themselves? Like, you know, yous are human beings, yous aren't robots. Yous are human beings, you know, tuning in. It'd be nice to be able to talk back. I can if you do a stream here. Where's me tea? Just chilling, yeah. Well, and like, if I wasn't on live now, I'd be doing the same, guys. I'd either be watching the news, listening to Crime World on Spotify. It's all about crime, the sins of the underworld, criminals, gangsters, all that. And I love watching it, listening to it. And while I'm waffling, I do have a Discord, DJ. I have a Discord profile, but I've never known how to use it. A lot of people on here use them, but to me it's complicated. It looks like a laptop with pop-ups with loads of this and this and that, and I'm like, what? I just want to type going hello. But where was I going with that? There was something I was going to say there. Doesn't matter. Do not matter. Oh. So yeah, I'm just sitting here chilling, guys. I usually have the radio and all that. Fuck it, we'll just have a little chat today. I wanted to be quiet, didn't I? That's what I was going to say. Some people would say to me, you've had a couple of drinks and all of a sudden you're down. I had like 4 beers. Go do one. I used to have 4 beers in the morning before I could get out of bed. Do you know what I mean? It's like when people say, oh, don't take a paracetamol or an ibuprofen, they're dodgy. It's like, ah, yeah, give over with it. Give over. Russian roulette we used to play. Crush up a bluey. Do a line of coke. Then do a line of bluey. You know what I mean? Take a shot of vodka. Pop a fucking fuse hands. You know when you're stupid like that. So when someone says to me, oh, those 4 beers have detrimentally changed the balance in your brain, fuck off. Went to see Boyzone, like, do you know what I mean? Was out of the house for about 3 hours, like, come on, fuck off. A 14-year-old trying to kick me out of the house, that's a bigger issue, so I have to deal with. Why was he trying to kick me out of the house? Because I told him that he cannot say to me, mind my own business. I said, this house is my business. And then he started saying, get the fuck out to the shed. Can you believe that? So anyway. There might be a little trip to the dam as well on the cards. Very wishful thinking, but it's definitely not a no. Definitely not a no. It's a maybe. Me and the missus for 2 nights or something. To have fun. That's why, like, you know, if someone was to say, why Amsterdam? Is it just because you smoke weed? Oh no, it's a huge plus that I can skin up. Like, I'd skin up anyway. But, like, you know, we're going over for the fun. I want to walk into a room and see a lot of fucking dildos and fake dolls, leather and fucking all the weird shit. I want to see it. I live this boring life well, not this boring life, but like I live this normal, mundane. You know what I mean? Going over there, it's just like stepping onto a new world for a couple of days, isn't it? You know what I mean? You can get breakfast, a hand job, and a fucking bit of hash at the same time. You know, so my missus said she wants to go to Anne Frank. I said, what? Really? I said, you do know it's a 3-hour wait, and then it's a fucking... Have you not read the book? But she said she wants to go to the Anne Frank Museum. I've been to Amsterdam 6 times or more, and I've never went to the Anne Frank Museum. I have went on the boats and stuff like that though, where you can have a little smoke and chill on the boat. fogging up my glasses, look. They look like shades now, yep, son. Now I need to do a little. See? It's a cool trick, isn't it? It was my brother's birthday as well yesterday. Happy birthday to him. If he's watching, I very much doubt he is. Happy birthday. He only turned 30 once. He only turned one age once, but 30's a big one. 30 years of age now. I'm sure it hurts him that he can't say he's in his 20s anymore. I nearly had a heart attack at the shower when I realised in a couple of years' time I'm going to be 40. Like, what? 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 I'm sure it's going to hit me like a ton of bricks. So here's another thing, DJ, that I've been doing to try and cut down. Terrible decision. Because every time they're fucking disgusting. Unless you have a drink in you, cigarettes are fucking disgusting. And so a couple of times I'll come out and I'll say, I won't roll a joint, I'll have one of these. Ugh, I've been doing it. It hasn't been easy. Oh, Jesus. I hope the chat's still working there. I know you might be making a cup of tea or whatever, but big up everybody. I think I'm looking forward to getting this oil now and seeing if it works, because if oil works then I will cut down on the flour. I have some oil left. It's always a good time to take oil when it's yours and you want to. There's fuck all left in there. Give it a little shake. Go down nice with a cup of tea though. Leave it underneath the tongue for a few minutes. This is 20% THC, 10% CBD. There's literally about 2 or 3 mils left in it. We need. Oh shit. Hold on, guys. Now I fucked that up. Just wait a second, guys. I was getting a good syringe load there. And if anyone thinks this we're talking naughty, we're not. I got a full mil. Yeah. We got a full mil. Underneath the tongue. Let it sit there for a minute. It's all gone anyway. Let it sit underneath the tongue. It's all gone. All done. All gone. Try not to swallow it, let it sit underneath that. T20 cannabis oil. Less than 3% CBD. Now the new one I'm getting is Super Bubba Kush, and it was 80 quid for 10 mil. This was £40 for 30 mil. So it must be considerably better. Do you know what I mean? You're getting a third product for double the price. So I'm really looking forward to that. Take that in the morning. It peaks after 2 hours. I hope people can still chat. I don't know what's going on. It's fine. It peaks after 2 hours. So the thought process is wake up in the morning, have your cup of tea, a tiny little bit of oil, roll a little joint, have your little joint, and then use the vaporizer after you've had your oil, had your joint. Then throughout the day, the rest of the day, up until about 6-7 p.m, only use your vaporizer, which will cut your consumption down by 90%, and then you can have your lovely little nighttime spliff. That's the plan. That's the logic there now. Playing out in the head. So that was the last bit of oil. Got a full mil out of that though. Got a full mil. Wash it down now with a cup of tea. How would that be tea yet? I haven't had my tea. So you can taste it now, I tell you, bye. Cheers to me, because I'm only human and one day I will be dead and I will need to respect me while I'm alive. We don't know what it's like on the other side. We know what it's like here. So act accordingly. Act accordingly, because I want to be on the good side of the gates, let me tell you that. If it's for eternity, I want to be on the good side of the gates. There's people out here might say, fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck the Lord. Fuck all the goodness. I'm on the dark side where I don't give a fuck. Well, that's fine. When I get up to heaven and I live within the Lord up there, I'll be looking at you. You know, from the safety of like a seesaw. God's on the other side, Jesus on the other side, me on the other side, and you on the big bad side over there. I'll be waving at you through the good side of the gates. Should have made the right decision, bro. You should have just fucking medicated with the herb. But you had to fucking do the madness. You know what I mean? I can't do no more bad anymore, because there's something I want to achieve. And that can't be pleasure, and that can't be by doing what your mum wants you to do. That can't be even be doing what your wife wants you to be doing. It can't be even your community. You can do all that. But it's only the Lord you have to place. Because it's only He who has the keys to that gate. So morally, we need to just do what we need to do. You know what I mean? You do you, I do me, but morally, I know what I need to do. Open to suggestion. I don't know the fucking Bible off by heart, but I know I have to act accordingly. Now that was hard when the 14-year-old squared up to me and wanted to fight, but that's normality in 2026. I'm talking about one's soul, one's fucking ego, one's greed, one's vengeance. Can you keep them all in check and live a life? You know what I mean? But to me, it's a lot harder. To me, that's harder, you know, to live a life what it says the Lord wants you to live, Jesus Christ. He might say it's the easiest, son. He might say, son, you're wrong, you're so wrong, son, but I'm glad you're bringing it up, son. You're wrong, it's the easiest way. But in the year 2026, you might be the odd one out, you know. You might be ridiculed, you might be called a bit of a crackpot. But if I am to believe what the Bible says and what Jesus Christ's preachings are, and believe or know there's a Lord, well then I need to do what it says. And disagree with anyone else who tells me otherwise. Do you know what I mean? That's what I need to do. And that's... Big up, Julie. You know, you can be a good father, but be a degenerate gambler behind, you know, people's back. You can be a good member of a group, a band, but you can be a terrible brother that might need you. You know, we all, like... And I'm not perfect at all, but I'm just telling you now that that's what I believe in, you know. Don't know how I went on to that rant, but we'll finish it there. Oh, it was taking oil. Monkey, I see you. Yeah, and Julie, you must let us know, like, what keeps you going, what keeps you ticking. Like, I know you had a good soccer shirt, well, football shirt on the other day. I don't know if it was a Premiership team or not, like, but I'm not into football. But if you are, and your team's coming up, or, you know what I mean, put it in the chat. Or whatever it is, if you're having a hard time in work, put it in the chat. Or if you're just blissfully happy, put it in the chat. You know, that's what makes it fun. That's what makes it for everybody. I know a lot of people might be good at doing lives. Some people aren't. Some people are good at shorts. I have nothing to offer other than just me talking, you know what I mean? And me doobie then. Me doobie then. Exactly, I'm me little doobie then. Now we're on the wrong one, we're still on March, it's now June. I'm afraid to open it in case the spider comes out. Let's see what's on the other side. Right, that one's on. The spider webs, bro. And if someone's not afraid of spiders, that's great. But you might be scared of dogs. I'm just scared of dogs you can punch. There we are, we're on June. Do I look like I care even a little? How fitting. How fitting. Get that up there. I nailed it just too low. I nailed it just that little bit too low. There we go. Ah, yeah. There we go. That's Jones. Big up. Yeah, so as I said, if I wasn't chatting to you now, I'd either be watching that podcast that I like, Crime World, or the Opinions Matter podcast on Spotify. Opinions Matter. It's just a talk show about opinions, but it's run by these two lads who are very well known in Dublin. Hated as well, liked, but they're always on the radio, so it's very fun to engage with them without sounding too cheesy. I was on the radio today with them. I said I'm at the stage in my life where I don't give a fuck. I'll go on the radio and I'll just have a chat, especially if it's raw and I'm being real. Like, you know what I mean? It was a chat about a hotel in Spain. The topic was about a hotel in Spain that contacted police and asked for identification and a birth cert when a dad took his 14-year-old daughter away on holiday, just them two, and the staff thought it was suspect and they questioned him, demanded a birth cert, the police were called and all that. So the topic was, do you think that was appropriate for the hotel to make comments like that or assume things and all that? And then the other half was people who think it was a great idea, that we should be asking more questions. You know what I mean? So it was either, do you say nothing and mind your business, or do you say something? This was just a dad with his daughter who was 14 years of age, and they were at a hotel in Marbella. And I thought it was a very interesting topic, so I went on it and I said, oh, look, that's a great topic, but I said, the last thing I remember about being in Spain is my dad clattering me across the face for not using the correct English words. And I said, he walked off to the bar, and then the hotel management came over and had sympathy for me, asked me was I alright, asked him was my dad and all that. They were shocked probably as well. And I said, so how about we all get a little bit question people when their parents are out of face on drugs, or you know, obviously causing distress to the kids. Why does it just have to be something suspicious like that? Like, you know what I mean? So it opens up a broad spectrum of topic to talk about, debate. So that's why I decided to go on it. And it was good fun, you know what I mean? It was nice to talk to the lads as well. Their names are Adrian Kennedy and Jeremy Dixon. And they're just two dubs, like, older than me, much older than me. A bit of banter, as they say. A lot of people say they're lefties and they're funded by the state, and then other people say, what the fuck are you talking about? They've been on the radio for 30 years. So, but if you want to hear my little voice on the radio, listen to the Opinions Matter podcast on Spotify. It was 2 episodes I've been on. Sorry if I'm not being waffling there, guys. It's nice to know there's 4 people in there. Could be 3 enemies, 1 friend, could be 4 friends. You never know. But I have nothing to hide. It's just me sitting here in a woolly jumper on that 9th of June. With the coolest hat ever, might I say. I'm at an age now where I like me hats. Whether they be appropriate or not. Fuck it, stick it on the head. I'm medicated, I don't care. Now, I still get embarrassed. Some people say to me, oh, you must be, oh, you're Joe Blogs now. You're Joey Big Bollocks. You must have all the confidence. No, I don't. No, I don't. I'm just like everybody else. There's certain situations where I don't like. Do you know a horrible feeling when your legs go from underneath you? Do you ever get that? Where you're in a distress moment, whether a heated argument, whether a physical altercation, whether a big meeting in work, whatever it is, a presentation, the feeling of your legs are going to collapse and there's not one fucking thing you can do about it other just try and stand up. That's one of my daily battles. Because not every situation is appropriate to get big and puff your chest out, you know what I mean, and be defensive. You also have to act accordingly and can use words, you know what I mean. And that's hard to do, especially if you can't keep your ego in check, you know. And I might be a nice guy, but I can still act like a cunt just like anyone else. You know, honestly, I'm trying to be real, like, I'm learning. Some people say, what do you mean? You're still learning and you're 37. Yes, I'm part of the group who doesn't mind saying I might be a little bit behind and I'm still learning. There's other people that wouldn't even wank off to me because they think, yeah, 37 hasn't sorted his life out, shut up. But there's always going to be them people, you know? There's always going to be them people. Always going to be them people. Who's laughing? Don't be laughing at my hat. Yeah! It's a sun hat. It's June. I don't give a fuck. I'm wearing it. So yeah. So what do they say? One day at a time. One day at a time. One day at a time. Because you only have today. You only have today. Worry about tomorrow if you want to. I won't. Because I've only got today. I might not wake up tomorrow. So I'll spend all my energy just worrying about today, thank you. If you want to be Johnny Big Bollocks and worry about things in 6 months' time, then you do that. I don't mind. Oh, it's big up my friend. Oh, I don't know. I don't even know who's in it. Obviously the World Cup, but I don't know who made it in and who didn't and which groups are in which. Everyone every year says Belgium. Belgium's the big one, or fucking Portugal. Belgium, Portugal, or Germany. You know that shit. Might go for an outsider. Croatia. You know, something like that. They always do well. They're always top 3, aren't they? I'm actually getting interested. It reminded me of when I was 20, 17 years ago. How are you? Welcome in, Lauren. Big up. Welcome in. I'm just sitting here having a waffle. I was talking about Jesus a few minutes ago. Now we're talking about football. But I'm telling you now, it just hit me. Whether it was I heard it on the radio or whether I listened to it, or whether I listened to it on the radio or watched it on the TV on an ad, I said to myself, I'm going to get the channels. You know what I mean? I said, fuck, I'm going to watch it. Ireland aren't in it. I can hardly sit there and cheer on England, can I? That's not in any Irishman's fucking vocabulary. But I can certainly make the kids feel like it's the World Cup. It only comes a few times in their lifetime, you know. It's not about the drink, it's not about the drugs. It's about football. It's about all the teams, the flags, you know what I mean? So, especially the 14-year-old, his favourite football team is Sunderland. And when he goes to see them, his uncle drives them like 7 hours up to Sunderland and all that, standing there in the freezing cold. Big up, Lauren. There's a few people in there now. You haven't said much. As I said, you could have enemies or you could have friends. But welcome in, Lauren. And I hope you're doing well. How does your week start? I don't ask questions much. But if you're comfortable, how are you doing, Aaron? Aaron Vincent, I'm going to say this till probably the day I die. But every time I tag stuff and I try add different people in, can never find you. At Aaron Vincent 4490. But the thing is, I'll forget that. I'll forget it. You know what I mean? But good to see you. And Lauren, you know, we can always learn. You know, if you're a mother, you know, you can tell us a bit about parenting. You know, if you have a partner, you can tell us about him, how he copes. You know, being a dad or being a stepdad, working 60 hours a week or not working. I don't know. But you know, I like to get to know people. I try, because I talk enough about myself. You know, not gonna lie, the oil could have kicked in. No, it wasn't that strong. Hence why I got the 50% THC one. As I said, it's fucking triple the price. But I better do something, or it's a downright fucking scam. Do you know what I mean? How you doing, Zil? What's happening? I'm not crying now. I'm extremely high or medicated, whichever way you look at it. Just chilling. I haven't even turned the TV on, guys. Fuck it. I know my missus is upstairs in bed, chilling. She had stomach problems earlier. She went to work. Came home, obviously had stomach problems. I made her a roast chicken dinner. Made all of us a roast chicken dinner. Um, Corn on the cobs, mashed potato, and loads of chicken, gravy, Yorkshire puds. And the little one fell straight asleep. I had to sit there and listen to her sing her songs. She kept asking me to stick on I'm Blue, Davin Dee Davin Die, because I put it on for her when she was in the bath there a while back, and now she loves it. And she's like, can you put on Dabba Dee Dabba Die? I'm like, no, I can't. But once they're all upstairs happy, chilling, I can't hear any shouting, the dog's not barking, you know, I'm happy. I found me a wife, as they say in the song. That's why I'd really like to have my guitar now, to be able to pick at it, but I'll have to take it inside and have a look at it in the light. Shout out to the Rotunda. Yes, the Rotunda Hospital. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I was born there. But shout out to the Rotunda Hospital, 100%. Yes. I'm not sure if I'm missing something there now. If, good to see you. Good to see you. It is, yeah. I had a normal week. What can I say? Aaron, I hadn't been on for about a week, and that seems like a long time when you've got people texting saying, what's up, Finn? You're not doing lives and all that. But the truth is, I just took a bit of me time just not to go live. That's it. You know, that's it. None. Absolutely, I could be an absolute prick and try to think of something, but nothing's wrong. Which is always tough sometimes, because you think, when is it going to go wrong? And if it does, I'm not prepared. You know. But I'm really looking forward to getting married. And I'm not talking about the day. The day is going to be amazing, and it's a day. And I know how quick days can go. But I'm excited about the journey, you know. It's the one goal, the one achievement I always wanted to have in life. Not a job, not a fancy car and all that. Like, I was very much a bit of a recluse when I was younger. Some people disagree, you know. I was a bit of a recluse, you know. Sometimes the loudest people in the room are the ones that are not happy. So, but I always thought there's not going to be a woman in this world that's going to fall in love with me and my issues and my past and my fucking insecurities and all that. But I did, I found one. And it's only 4 months away, you know. And then you can wholeheartedly say I'm dedicating my life to make other people happy, not just myself, like, you know, family, wife and kids. You know, some people who are in it and they're struggling with debt and and then they're struggling with debts in the family, and they might lose their mortgage and the kids. I understand it can be tough, but I'm of the belief that it's one of the most precious things you can do in life, you know what I mean? I know it doesn't change the world, but, well, it does for some people. It does change the world for people, you know. My world would be a lot more sunshine in it. Driving lessons is a new one that Michelle and the missus have been. It's good to see you all in here. I'm sorry if I'm not acknowledging chats here. I've had a nice dinner, a lovely cup of tea, a syringe of oil, not in my arm, under my tongue, and a nice joint. That's why I'd love to be able to play my guitar right now, but I can't. And it's nice listening to the birdies. Do you hear them? It's nice listening to the old birdies tweeting and tweeting. And that's all it was, Aaron. There was nothing wrong, you know. I was just struggling with almost apprehension, you know. You're like, fuck it, I can't go live. I'm suffering right now. Like, I won't, you know what I mean? It's like, fuck it, people haven't, like, fuck it, I'd rather not go. People have their own woes. I won't go live when I'm feeling this shit. People have better things to be looking at. You know what I mean? And there's other people suffering out there. Bad. You know. At one stage I had £6,000 in debt. Now I've £280 in debt. I'm a lot happier. Well, £6,000 is not a lot of money to some people, but it is to me. I don't have my own company where you've got a lot of cash flow and anything like that. You know what I mean? Like £6,000 is a lot of money to get in debt, and that all went on crack cocaine, freebase, rock after rock after rock after rock for 3 years, and a lot more than £6,000. That's just what I owed. And now I only owe £280. That makes me feel good. That makes me feel a lot less. Get on me. You know what I mean? Less debt. It's nice. I've been paying it back for fucking years though, about 4 years or something. One thing I can tell anyone who's watching this who might be younger than me, now I'm only 37, don't be a dickhead and think you can get away with not paying your rent or your utilities or your council tax. You can get away with it for a while. Credit card debt, phone bill, you get away with it for a while. You'll have great fun for that month or two. It will follow you. And it will follow you, 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 and it will follow you. So pay your fucking debts. It's a cunt. It's a horrible thing. Bastards, how dare they take my money? But you have to do it. So if you're younger than me, just pay your fucking debts. Whatever it is. Rather pay now than pay for the next 6 years. You know, and that's why one thing made me missus, like, if you'd had a better income, would you finance a nicer car? Which would be good, you'd have a nice flashy car. But what if that money runs out and you can't afford that lifestyle anymore? And then you owe it out. My missus has been in 2 mortgages before. I've been in debt all my life. All my life. And it's just nice not. It's nice not to do that. So we always say, if we got a better income, multiple incomes, would we move house? Would we get a BMW? Would we this? Would we that? And the truth of it is, I think it's all hard. I think it's true. We look at each other and say, I might have some money, might have some assets. I'm talking years to come. We all go up. We don't go down, unless your people are not looking after you. You haven't got the right help. You're a degenerate. You always step for you as a human being is to go forward. And there's people out there that are suffering bad because they've took out too big of a mortgage, they've financed too many vehicles, they've wrote a vehicle off, they were in a car crash. Maintenance, like honestly, I don't know if I'm making sense here and all that, like, but the more you want, for whatever reason that is, convenience, luxury, style, street cred, whatever it is, it's all bills. It's all dollar bills, fucking pound bills. I don't even know why I said dollar bills, because I'm come from Ireland, we say euro. But anyway, and some people, the other side of the coin is people would say, I went downhill and got put in the hospital. Okay, Aaron. Now, Aaron, there's a couple, there's one or two, and I might have said this to you before. I don't know if you're the guy that might be in Canada, that was from the Oscar Traynor Road, or else you might be the guy in Boston. You know what I mean? I'm not sure, but you know, I hope things work out for you. Because what about where you staying at night? Are you in contact with your uh, kids if you have kids? Uh, where's your next check coming from? Where's your next paycheck coming from? Are you addicted to substances? There's a lot in it. There's a lot in it. You know, if and it's not nice. I don't like to see anyone down on the luck. I tell you that. Some people do. I don't. Don't. I sat in Coombe with it in County Athy in Ireland, and I seen people who some people were millionaires, farmers, millionaires. Like some people were old men, some people were drug addicts, some people were ex-hardened criminals. And when you're all sitting there in pajamas saying mass, eating fucking sausage soup, there's no difference then. Do you know what I mean? When you're crying out for help. And I don't like to see anyone down on the look. Okay, Aaron, now, I'm sorry I missed that up, but there's quite a few Aarons, I swear to God. Jude is a good one. I don't know if you're in touch with Jude, but Jude, you know, some people hate him. I don't know why. Some people like him. Some people love him. I am one of the ones that love him. But he's the type of person that I would voice note or I would call, because he's been in and out of the nut house all his life. And he's the type that will roll a joint and have a cup of tea and just talk to you. Do you know what I mean? He's 55 or 51. He's been around the block a bit more than me. But right now, your main thing is to not get sectioned. Do you know what I mean? Not get sectioned again. You can't get employed. You can't see your kids. You know what I mean? So that's your main goal right now, is to not get sectioned. You know. That's my advice. Like, sometimes I feel like doing nutty shit. Now I'm diagnosed with body dysmorphia. And I'm diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder. Suicidal ideation. But no psychotic medication. You know, I take sertraline. Jude's brother is schizophrenic, and his other brother has ADHD, something like that. And so he'll be a good fella for you to text, honestly. And B, I'm sorry if I missed that comment about the rotunda. I'm not too sure. I was born in London, but there might have something might have happened in the rotunda recently that I missed. So with my order, I couldn't really afford it. Like, I wanted to cancel my order because I just wanted the oil. But I had added on 10 grams of black cherry punch, which I've had before. It's really nice. And it was relatively cheap. So I couldn't split the order. So I've got that coming at the end of the week as well. And I'll try and make that last, especially with the vaporizer. If I'm paying for flavours now, I'm getting the flavour out of the vaporizer. Okay at the moment. Well, Aaron, thanks for sharing, and I don't want you to ever think, oh, that's my cheesy thing. It's not. You know, you could be a million places now. You could be in the pub. You could be fucking smashing the house up. You could be doing anything, but just sitting here listening to a little Irish man who also has a bit of a fucked up head. And I just found a salmon. Someone said that to me years ago. One day a salmon will land on your lap and you won't know what to do with it. Right now I'm holding a salmon. I have a salmon in my lap. I have a woman that loves me. I have kids, which brings a certain type of behaviour and responsibility. Your whole outlook on life. I'm clean from drugs, although I smoke copious amounts of marijuana. But I'm very present. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm lucky. My missus gave me that environment to take me away from me crack den. My missus gave me that love and that environment to cook dinners as a family, to do the school runs, to get sobriety. You know what I mean? And here I am today. So, like, I would say the same thing to you without being silly or ridicule. One day I hope a salmon lands in your lap. You know, because one has landed in my lap and I just have to try and look after that. You know, and that's why a couple of times I've said to me missus, thank you, Aaron. And the same goes, like, I hadn't been alive in a week, guys, and here I am talking for an hour and a half, having the most genuine conversations. That's the way it happens. Fuck off. And it just goes to show, when you come on, you'll just realise that there's so many other people out there that are, like, you know. And I wanted to come on a Monday and just say, hold on, my Monday actually started not bad. I'm not feeling as much down in the dumps as I did last week, and there's nothing wrong. I shouldn't be fucking complaining. So I decided to go live, you know what I mean? So I want you to stay in touch. Every time I go live, you can take my WhatsApp number down, or my Instagram. A lot of people say they don't have Instagram, but you can set up a fake one. And sometimes we send each other voice notes. Me, Jude, Scott, you know, Lee Marvin Hitchman, like Aztec Media. You know, sometimes we send little voice notes. You know, what are you wearing tonight? Usually now it's like, fuck mate, I know how you feel, mate. I nearly kicked the dog, drowned the goldfish, loafed me missus, but I just started frying the eggs instead. Omelette tonight, is it, lads and girls? Yeah, omelette, is it tonight? Let's everyone sit down and stay cool, yeah? Just calm down. Sometimes I'd be cracking them eggshells. Fuck's sake. Got this little nub in here. Got this little nipple. People think I'm breastfeeding in here. The smoke will be roach, man. Hanging over like it's a tea. Should be. Same Pierce, you want to drag off it? Yeah, well, fuck you then. You ain't getting this nipple. You ain't getting this tea. You can smell it. You can smell it all you want, but you ain't getting it. Yeah. Well, I tried. That's my way. Honestly, that's my way of kind of. If you see me during the week, guys, all you here, some of you might want to hit me a slap. Honestly, as grown men, women, blue bees, how you doing? Anybody, as an adult, you might have wanted, hey, what the fuck are you doing? Get up out of bed or snap out of it. But I just couldn't. It took that long. It took 5, 6, 7 days for me to just turn around and be able to go live and chat and laugh. And in that 6 days, did I relapse? No. Did I abscond from the family? No. You know what I mean? I was there. You know, so I didn't do too wrong. You know what I mean? We all need time. Good, blue bees. We're all just sitting here having a good chat now. Have a lovely cup of tea. That was a lovely cup of tea. I'm on the Thai feel right now. I was walking around the shop saying to my missus, she was down the other end of the aisle. I was like, do you want some Thai poo? Thai poo, do you want? Very stupid, but like, it was hilarious. And so we're on the old Thai feel. I love going into B&M, right? And like my section is, as the tea drinker of the house, is, what's up, Sammy? My big thing is which tea bags are we getting? The big ones, the small ones? Are we getting a large pack, an 80 pack? Are we getting half decaf? Are we going expensive? Are we cheap? You know what I mean? It's very exciting. So like, when you go to B&M, sometimes they have like a 360 pack, and you run down to your missus and you're like, oh my god, look at this. Won't have to buy tea bags for fucking ages. And she's like, no, just get the 60 pack, please. So like, I don't know if B&M was designed for fucking kids or for fucking adults, because Jesus, you can go in there and fucking start a war and fucking come out with a cooked chicken at the end of it. Do you know what I mean? There's just everything you can think of. It's like, okay, this is addictive. This is almost like crack. Let's stay in B&M and spend all our money. You know what I mean? Christmas oil, but it's June. Why tempt me? You know what I mean? Summer sale. Autumn, 90% autumn reduction. Let's walk down that aisle. What oil's milk on? We just popped in to get milk and dog food. What oil's that on? 47. What? So you have to walk all the way down all them oils, past all the stuff, just to get the eggs and the milk and the butter. 47. And you're just, oh my God. Then you come out with fucking flip-flops. You come out with dog jackets. You come out with fucking ice cubes. You come out with fucking everything you can imagine. Foot medicine to fucking dangly stars, winter lights, to mats that rip and break after 2 days, to kitchen gadgets that never work in the first place. You know what I mean? It's fucking hilarious, isn't it? It's fucking gas. And then when they're standing there giving out to each other about going, Jesus, I hope we have enough on the card. Then out of the corner of your eye you go, garden, furniture, only $199. You know what I mean? But it is gas. You know what I mean? That's our little. Sometimes when we're too pumped up, we just go to B&M, even when we're broke. It's gas. That's my little gig now, you know, just something to get out of the house. It's fucking gas. It is, isn't it? Like, you can just do anything you want. Like, her friend comes around the odd time, twice a month. She brings a couple of cans of Coke, and they sit there and they have a little nap. But every time she comes, she brings a candle or a garden gnome. She was like, oh, this isn't B&M, and I taught you. You know what I mean? Like, every week we've got just something different, because she was like, yeah, I just bought you that. I was in B&M, I didn't know what to do. She's like, I didn't buy it for myself, I just bought you something out B&M. You know? And the worst thing is now, I might be a bit controversial now, but the worst bit about that is when the DIY store is next to B&M. Because then your missus is like, while we're here, do you want to get that 30 kilos of sand and the 20 kgs of gravel and them 700 bricks and all that bark stuff, and we can just throw it in the car now. Oh, we just get it all done now. And you're like, oh, I just wanted to go home and eat me jelly beans. Open me new mopeds, you know, me new sponges and all. Just wanted to go home and tidy up. And now I'm in the DIY section getting a fucking trolley. A big trolley that never fucking moves. It's everyone looks at it. Builder boots. I call them builder boots, standing there trying to get by with me missus and all. They're standing there with their drills and all. And I mean, yeah, young fella. Listen to this, listen. I mean, Mrs. like, well, I'm looking for the bricks. You said on the website that there was bricks and they were discarded from a quarry, and they're down the back and there's a 90% off. And then they're all like, oh, it's all the way down the back there. You'll be having a hard time getting them. Do you want a hand? And she's like, no, I have him. That's the worst thing. And she's like, oh, you might as well. And you're thinking, mate, I just needed some fucking shampoo for the hair. Just needed some Head and Shoulders so my scalp doesn't burn. Now all of a sudden I'm buying wellies and I'm out in the garden tomorrow with Dad. Let's go make a cup of tea. So true though, honestly. Let's see, Sammy. Yeah. I'm gonna try. I think my phone's going dead. It is on 5%. Hold on. I'm going into the house anyway. Good boy, Ted. I'm gonna charge my phone. But how are you doing, Bruce? Big up, my friend. I'm just looking at the two doggies. Look. Hey, yo. I'll give you a rub. My phone's going dead. I can't. Quick. I'll give you a little rub. Good boy. Oh, I can't stay long because my phone's gonna die. Good girl. Oh, you're a good girl. Yes, you are. You're a good little girl. Yeah. Sorry. Gotta run. This always happens when you're doing a live. Big up, Bruce. I'm getting married in October. Where's my missus must have took the charger. Are you taking the bloody If it goes dead, I'll go live again. Did you take the charge? No. Oh. Where would I have put it then? Hold on, guys. Charger on the loose here. Or maybe Harry took it for the laptop. Maybe, well, it's 10 o'clock, so it doesn't need it. If it goes dead, it goes dead, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm just looking for the charger. The white one for the laptop. It's okay. It's fine, don't worry. No, no, mate. I'll be back on in a little minute, guys, when I charge my phone. If not, good night and God bless.